Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you stick around. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. I am hoping to get way more consistent in my filming and uploading, so stay tuned. Today's video, I wanted to show you the planners that I'm currently using as of right now in the month of April. First here I have my A6 Rings and I have my wide Planner Perfect Traveler's Notebook. Let me go into a little more detail on how I use these two at the same time. So first up, rings are always in my life. Whether you see me on YouTube or on Instagram, where I'm primarily showing a different planner, rings are always in my life because it's more of a reference planner. Being that it is a reference planner, and when I say that, this is where all of my lists and things that I need to see on a regular basis live in here. When I'm planning in a different book, whether it's a bound book, a traveler's notebook, or anything like that, I'm still referring to things in here. And I'll just give a general overview. I will upload a video of an actual setup and what I have going on in here. But to give you an idea, I have an inbox section where I just write everything that comes to my mind in here, or quick little notes I need to refer to. List section, well, this is kind of my notes section, but I have my to buy list. That's always going in there with some blank notes papers. As you can see, this thing is stuffed. This is a Vanderspek A6, and this is the Janet Leather Brown. And I have this thing to where those pages don't go flat. So you have notes, and then my lists where I refer to a lot, where it has my projects, any kind of, if I'm planning projects, those papers go in here, next actions, books to read, those kinds of things. Home maintenance, vehicle maintenance, grocery reference. And then I have my cleaning. I've had this in my planner for years, and this just lets me know when I last did something. When it comes to tasks around the house, it could be washing my shower curtains, my makeup brushes, changing the Keurig filter, that kind of thing. Just kind of quick cleaning references, my Sunday reset, home management and maintenance. Then I have again, I call everything reference. So this is my planning reference section, where it has my weekly review lists, trigger lists, brain dump, all of that information in here. I have my self-care section, and this is where it has some self-care ideas. And I'll go, like I said, into more detail, and I'll tell you where all of this stuff is from in the next video. A health log, my values, my core values. So a health log for me, myself, my husband. My fitness log, so this is where I keep track of my workouts. My monthly, that is the core, it's my core calendar, so every single appointment or event goes in here, and I just write it right in here with an erasable pen in case anything changes. And then I have my weekly section, again, where that's monthly stuff transferred over, and then the stuff I have to get done for that week. And my dailies. Let me go into a little more detail about that in just a second. So you have my daily section, and that's just a day per page. My finance section kind of speaks for itself. I just keep track of bills. And my daughter section, where I kind of keep books that she loves, different medical things, different stuff in here for her, and then that's it. Now, my traveler's notebook. This is a wide that I am using in April, but I will be switching back to a narrow size or standard. And in here, I keep a blank notebook, my monthly plan book, and this is all Planner Perfect, my journal, and another blank book that this one currently has just random lists or notes from things that I've watched. The setup's going to be different, so I'm not going to step through that. The main thing I wanted to explain that a lot of people ask is, how are you using both of them? So what I do on any given day, and especially the beginning of the week, is I go through, I do, say on a Sunday, I'll do my weekly review, jot down all the things that came to my mind that I need to get done, and then I will go into my weekly section in this planner as well, my rings, transfer that, do my to-dos for the week, and then I will go in here, and let me just show you a blank week. That's all filled in. So then I will go in here and I'll fill that in. This is kind of like my pretty planning, my creative planning, I guess you could say, crafty type stuff, where I like to lay down washi tape, stickers, tipping cards, things like that. And I'll fill in the same information that's in my rings. And some people might think like, why are you taking the time to do that? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If anything, I do transfer the weekly appointments in here in case I am using this a majority of the week. That way it's just done and I don't have to worry about it. Again, that's my craft time. And then I will washi all the daily pages, write in the days of the week, and say come Monday, let's flip to Monday in here. So Monday is blank so far for this week. I have this all set up. On a Sunday night, I will come in, and for my daily page for tomorrow, I accidentally started writing. I thought this was a different day. I will write down my tasks for the day. I need to get those tasks in a list format because that is how my brain works. Once I have those day-specific tasks in my rings, then if I'm feeling like it, if I'm up for it, I will kind of script my day in that way. Or I may go back in, say Monday night, and write down the things that actually happened. I hope that makes sense. Let me see if I can find an example of where I did that. Okay, so here's an example of when I did that. This was a Friday where I knew we had an Easter egg hunt with our homeschool co-op, and I had an appointment that evening. What I didn't do was I did not write down anything else the night before this day. So I went back in Friday night and I just wrote down the things that we did. I have a little affirmation up here that I woke up naturally, had breakfast, did my skincare workout, did a Divine Mercy novena, and then I just went back and filled this out. And sometimes, same thing like here, this is Easter, I did plan that out beforehand. And that's what I'll do. Some days are sparse and some days are really filled in. This was heavy on the to-do list. Weekends usually are. But I have that to look back at, especially when I do my weekly review. I can go back in and if I made any notes because this was near me, I can check anything out. So I list out my tasks in my rings. If I'm feeling it, I will then transfer it to my traveler's notebook. I also use my traveler's notebook for journaling, gratitude. I'll write inspirational things that I come across in here. This was from the March Planner Perfect sub box, and I didn't do a whole lot in March. So I'm still working in this one for April, and I'm a little more than halfway through, which is fine because we're a little over the halfway mark of the month. I love this cover so much though. I absolutely love this girl that she painted on here. So I'm fine with having it for 2 months. This one up front, the intent was to use it as kind of scribble, notes, whatever. I ended up I think I used like 2 pages on this. It was like quick notes in the front, a to-buy list, and notes about my daughter's first communion. And then I have the rest of this left, and I'll be switching back to an arrow, so this will just be shelved for the time being. The one in the back here, like I said, just has random notes on positive parenting. So different behaviors and how you can help your child with that. Weekly reviews. I think I'm funny sometimes, and I will do a schedule of how our day is. Yeah, my daughter's not the schedule kind of person. There's homeschool games. So this was when I was using this book like I had the intent to use that book. Just anything I came across would be written down in here. I just stick my current favorite stickers in the back. These are from Paper Minty Studio. And then I have the notepad that you can tell I use all the time because I only have like 2 more sheets in there. So that is how I use a traveler's notebook and a ring planner at the same time. It's really not that complicated for me. I don't get mad at myself if I don't use one or the other. More than likely my rings is always around so that I can write down. My inbox is always pretty full, random things that come to my mind, and the notes section, because this is how my brain works for these things. I need to compartmentalize or I will forget tons of stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it for you to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. And I do have a couple of discount codes in the description for you for some digital inserts from SM Plans and from Planner Perfect for their items as well. Hope to see you next time. Take care.